Cowboys linebacker situation, we get asked a lot about, okay, why don't you put Micah back at off-ball linebacker? I think Brian and I have talked about it. That's not necessarily how we'd handle it because he's so darn effective at the line of scrimmage. What do you think overall about Micah moving more to linebacker?
Well, I mean, you look, he's showing the versatility. He can go back and forth. Yeah. I mean, if Buffalo is going to run it on first down, why wouldn't you put Micah there if they're running the ball the way they did? They ran it 49 times. Josh Allen said, look, if this was a high school science experiment, I got credit for it. Yeah. I just didn't help out. It was a great line, and it really was. He threw the one touchdown, in an isolation there to the back. But for the most part, I mean, if they're going to run it, and they ran it at Micah, they ran counter right at him. The Eagles have had success doing that. It's one way to limit him is to, run the ball like they did. I mean, he was a non-factor in the game. And so if that's a team's approach and they're having success with it, then I think you should have the option to make that switch. Mm-hmm. Because, if they're running it like they did, it's not going to help you that Mike is so effective off the edge, rushing the passer, if there's nobody to rush.
Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back, like I never left. Listen, it's wild brick outside, so pardon the coat. I just sat down, wanted to get the recording. I saw a clip today. Shout out to Stargazer. She had put up a clip from Brian Baldinger. I had to take the clip and let y'all listen to it. And as you heard in the beginning, look, this has been a hot topic all week. Big hot topic, something that we can't get away from. The Cowboys and this linebacker issue. Now listen, shout out to my boy Jay Tuck. He's been all over this today, talking about the fact that if this was not an issue, the Cowboys would not have been whining and dining who looks to be washed up Shaq Leonard. Now, I don't know if Shaq Leonard looks bad because he's in a bad scheme in Philly or whatever, but we did work him out and look at him as a possible resolution for our linebacker issue. Mike McCarthy has come out and said, hey, the linebacker issue is a thing. It's a thing. Marquise Bell's been playing phenomenal. Like I said, go look at his PFF grade. He's not the best linebacker in the league, but for his size, he should be given an extra 10 points for just playing undersized, playing like 20 to 30 pounds undersized and dominating at times, playing great because he has great linebacker instincts. And he does, box safety probably traditionally, and he probably will take over for Dono if Dono leaves. Dono just got a new contract. Love Marquise Bell. Been playing phenomenally. This year, up and down wise, Damone Clark has had times where I'm like, there you go. That's that linebacker. And then he had moments where he looks like he's playing patty cake and he's taking on blocks like this instead of dipping and ripping and shedding and scraping. He's just kind of like, okay, I'm going to get to the – and that's the problem I have with LVE. One of those things where you're not attacking the gaps. You're not using your linebacker instincts. You're kind of waiting for the play to come to you. Jalen Smith used to do this. And then we'd be down 15 yards downfield. We can't do that. That's why I would like Rashawn Evans out there. Shout out to Okoye Media. I've been saying this all week. I'm bringing up people's names because these are other people that I put a stamp on. Not that they need my stamp at all. These brothers, go check out Cowboys or CFO Sports. Jay Tuck, y'all know who that is. Go check out Okoye Media. Check out Stargazer, Law Nation, Boss Cowboy, Vosh Lombard. Everyone has been talking about this linebacker issue. It's not just me. It's just I like to highlight things. So when I mention names, that's me giving a salute to say, hey, when you're done with my channel, go check them out too. Because they have been talking about this excessively with film. I know I'm not the best film guy, so I don't attempt to try to break down film for y'all because it might look crazy. But I do have the same thought process and understanding that this linebacker issue is a big deal. It is a big deal. And having one linebacker is like having one great receiver. You can just game plan around it. So Marquise Bell playing undersized can be playing phenomenally. Just run away from him. Now, there's been this whole, well, put Micah back there thing, and I'm with that situationally. I'm not saying take Micah superpower away. If it's a passing down, let him rush. But not only will playing linebacker keep him clean, keep him from getting hit physically as hard as playing in the trenches, It'll keep him a little bit fresher. It keeps him more multiple, moving him around. Sometimes we get stagnant, putting him on one side or moving him side to side. You can still game plan for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Micah moving around, especially in certain game plans. If we're going into a game where they got to heavily pass, Micah off the edge is important. It's important. You're going into a game where they might mix it up. Moving him around is important. Let's mix it up. Micah's the same version as if you're trying to figure out if they're going to run or pass. You try to figure out if he's going to play linebacker or rush. You got to play a game with them. Football is such a chess match. Play a mental game with the other team. And Micah's the ultimate chess piece. Have you heard this before? Because I didn't make that up. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. Let's give Micah back his superpower. Now, this could all be for naught. Micah Parsons could be telling the media and everybody on the back, I do not want to play linebacker. Then we got to figure out something else. Because if someone mentally doesn't want to do something, it'll kill everything. But I remember a quote from earlier in the year where Micah said, I'll do anything to affect the game. I'm trying to be a game wrecker, game changer like Aaron Donald. That means that you're willing to move around. It's not just about sack stats. If it was about just sack stats, then yeah, leave me at edge. We're going to pay Micah out of this world money. Probably going to be the highest paid defender in NFL history. It don't matter if he get another sack this year. He getting that bag. The bag. He's going to be an all-pro again this year. He's getting the bag. So right now it's about just using him properly. I would love for him to get another 8 sacks and win Defensive Player of the Year. But if he doesn't and we win games, that's more amazing. I'm sorry. I don't care. Just like as much as I wanted Dak Prescott to win MVP and him losing the last game, if he lost MVP, we will be fine. We will get over it. I'm more focused on the outcome of the season, the team. That's no disrespect to their personal accolades. If you get them on the way to success, get them. But right now, I really, 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 really want us to do whatever will help win. And this game might require Micah to move around and be more effective, scraping and tackling. His linebacker instincts are there. It's natural. We've seen it. We've seen it. The linebacker instincts are there. So I don't understand the problem. I don't. Today I was really supposed to be talking. I really, really wanted to come in here and talk about Dak Prescott and the offense firing back. I did. I swear I did. But this linebacker thing just won't go away. It won't. And I got to talk about the pulse of the nation. What's going on right now? So maybe we'll get the offense tomorrow. But right now, I really, really want to know your thoughts in the comments, man. I really, really want to do, because look, I know yesterday we talked about this is on Dan Quinn and on the defense. And what is he going to do to counteract? Because yesterday I was saying, well, what is Dan Quinn going to do? Knowing that we're undersized, knowing that we're going against 2 teams back-to-back that like to run the ball. And in the playoffs, Philly is going to revamp and go back to running the ball. That's coming, right? Detroit, Jahmyr Gibbs and I forgot his name, the other running back they got from Chicago. They here to run the ball. San Francisco, y'all know what they want to do. And Miami coming up. So we're going to have to see somebody that's going to run the rock. They know that our superpower is pass rush. They're not going to let us do it. They're not. Now you might say, well, CFT, give us the answer. That's my answer. Put Micah back at linebacker. I don't care about you cherry picking and finding a couple plays where he looked like he didn't play well at linebacker. I can find a couple of plays where he looked like he didn't look good at pass rushing. Is he capable? Micah Parsons changed the game when he came in as a linebacker and then the next week showed I'm all world at both. And that was what the game changed. It was like, whoa, I've never seen somebody like that. Seen him run with a receiver down. It's just he's supposed to be, his superpower is I can probably do anything on the defensive side of the ball outside of play 0 or 1 tech. And he might be able to do that. Like Micah Parsons is a freak of nature. Let him be a freak of nature. If he was meant to be chest and edge, then he'd just be an amazing edge. But you're taking his freak of nature ability away. That's my thoughts. Put him back there with Rashaan Evans. Let's get to thumping and be smart. It's a chess match. When you think it's pass, pull Evans off, put Marquise Bell back on, drop Micah down, maybe put Damone Clark back on. Or run big nickel and just have Marquise Bell out there, curse, 2 safeties, run big nickel on passing downs. But yeah, get your conditioning up because you're going to be moving back and forth. That's my thoughts. That's just how I feel. If I'm beating a dead horse, I'm going to beat the dead horse. I want to win. This is a solution-based channel as far as just I want to throw ideas out there where I think you can win. I don't know if it'll get to like the players or the coaches or nothing like that, but maybe it'll get to somebody that knows the player or the coaches. I don't know. That's just my thought processes, man. So our coaches are never going to give a head nod to us in the media so that the other team can get a head nod. So I'm planning on seeing it on Sunday, not necessarily hearing it before, right? Mike McCarthy says all the time, like, I'm not making no changes. This ain't fantasy football. Rico Dowdle will get the same amount of carries, and then what? You look up, Rico's getting the same. He's getting split with Tony Pollard. Mike McCarthy looked us dead in the face and said, that ain't happening. So no, they're not going to come out and say Mike is playing linebacker. Why would they tip their hand? But I do want to see something different this Sunday. I plan on, like I said yesterday, this is on Dan Quinn. But look, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. I know the coach thing is crazy, but sometimes you got to get stuff off your chest. I'll holler.